Hello. Bad news for me, my computer has cocked up so I can't record. But good news for you, you don't have to look at my ugly mug. There's a bit of irony. Imported species of tree destroyed by imported species of parasite. Speaking of which, I'd like to talk about something that I really hate to speak about. But it's this epidemic of anti-Semitism accusations directed purely and solely at the Labour Party in the UK. And it is driving me mad and insane because, for the simple reason, the leader of the Labour Party, Jeremy Corbyn, is the greatest bit of hope and most inspiring thing we've seen in British politics in my whole life. And Britain dearly needs him, because it's gone so far now that people are being kicked into the ground, humiliated, handicapped people deprived of the essentials, unemployed people squashed down and made into commodities. Their every ounce of being measured up against their every ounce of necessity, and if it doesn't add up, well, there'll be another one. Humiliated, squashed. No nation can get on its feet when it treats its people so badly. So, because I can't access anything else on the phone at the moment, got a quote from memory. A tweet by a guy called An Old Shed, I think. I'm sorry if I've got it wrong. He said, before May 2015, there were 18 articles linking Jeremy Corbyn to anti-Semitism. And afterwards, I think it was 9,043 linking Jeremy Corbyn to anti-Semitism. Of the 18 articles before, not one of them blamed Jeremy Corbyn for anti-Semitism. It was just him speaking about it. So I think that gives you a perfect measure of the problem. The problem being that amongst the many forces arraigned against Mr. Jeremy Corbyn, one of them is the state of Israel and the fact that Jeremy Corbyn will recognise the state of Palestine and will object to the horrendous treatment that passes unnoticed or certainly unspoken of with our present government. So, just to get into it a little bit more, and statistically in Britain, I think it's 0.38% of the population is Jewish. They live very well, and good luck to them. I do not think they find themselves at the bottom end of the poverty scale. And you can certainly say that they do have a voice if anti-Semitism is top of the bill of the news 24/7. And another remark I would like to make about the Jewish people I've met is that just like everybody else, they have a healthy, abrasive sense of humour. They have their jokes about the Jew and the Christian and Mohammed, just like your Englishman, your Irishman and your Scotsman or your Canuck or your American or whatever it is. There is no holier than thou. And they have their percentage of racists. These are just the facts of life. There is no perfection in society. But what there is, which is distorting this, there are claims that there are up to 30,000 online activists working on behalf of the State of Israel to promote Israeli propaganda and to fight dissent. I don't think they're all paid, and it might be an exaggeration, but the fact that there are quite a few is a fact. And a lot of people can attest to that. They might come across a tweet, because you'll find one attached everywhere Corbyn goes. You'll say somebody saying Hezbollah, has the la 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 la, and you get in and you'll get a pile on, 10 or 12 people attacking you. And for the people not used to it, it is very disconcerting, and it's a prime example of the effect in life in general and of what is happening, because, you know, people are picking and choosing their words overly. Somebody who I won't mention, but he tweeted today, and it really got to me. He said, I'm really worried. I'm a Labour member, and a couple of years ago I was really depressed and I was tweeting about Israel, and now I think I'm going to lose my membership. What the hell, man? Britain is Britain and Israel is Israel. There is no relation. And the only link to the two is this festering abscess in the middle of the Labour Party, which is called LFI, Labour Friends of Israel, of which the chair lady, Joan Ryan, was caught by some stunning work by Al Jazeera, falsely accusing a woman of anti-Semitic remarks, inquiring about a list which she supplied to the embassy, the Israeli embassy, which in my opinion is possible treason and a breach of data protection rules. I think she should be questioned under caution for that. And speaking about a 1 million prime. And she's giggling away and saying, I didn't think you had it in your bag. She refers to this as a smear. This is no smear, this is on film. Unless they actually invented a clone, this is Joan Ryan inquiring about a list she supplied to the Israeli embassy. And you've got Tom Watson there, the most smug, smirking, horrible character. And these people have a plan to destroy the Labour Party from within. Not the Labour Party, but Jeremy Corbyn. It's disgusting. It's sickening. But this is the reality of it. And something else I said before, but I'd like to repeat it again a bit more vehemently, is I grew up with the Holocaust. It is indelibly printed in my life. The images, the stripy pajamas, the skeletons, the camps, people driving bulldozers, putting bodies into ditches, the literature, Schindler's List, which I learned later was fiction or based on. But more fragments, terrible stories of a guy's childhood. Anna Frank's diary, Treblinka, Auschwitz. Always did they have my utmost sympathy, and always was I appalled and enraged. But now somebody is going to call me a Nazi because I am backing Corbyn? No, you are not. My ancestors died in that war just like other people's ancestors died in that war. And many of them, there is no supreme right to martyrdom there. There are all horrors, unwilling soldiers, unwilling victims, starving, tortured, shot. No, this is not your right. You are a part of it. That's it. And the thing is, it's gone on too far now. But one thing you cannot underestimate is the power. I saw George Galloway the other day on Twitter. He's like, demoralised, spent an hour removing anti-Semitic tweets. Well, yes, you did, but how many of them were really anti-Semitic maniacs out there, and how many of them were deliberately placed, trolls, putting on foul tweets and comments on your YouTube to smear you by association. You know, George Galloway is no coward by any stretch of the imagination, but even he knows that these are battles, and sometimes you got to pace yourself and see which one is worth fighting, you know. It's a disease, man. But this witch hunt now, you know, it's out of control. Out of control.